Well, that's a very blunt.
Hello.
Advance is lying to you.
So that will work there.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy.
Testing,
never
testing,
enough.
2, 3.
Cannot believe you do that.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
You're gone.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a big Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt.
Alright, hell, testing.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours,
Alright,
and have
so,
confidence that the team will
hello
keep you safe.
everybody, Demon Castle here. Today we're playing Alpha Podcast.
But now you start to see it.
I
The people
do
never
have a-
happy. It's never enough.
So do we have this on the VR headset? Is that doing it because the
Cannot
RLS
believe
sometimes
you
not
do that.
working? But I will be. Hey, Flippy VR. Hey, what's
Are you
good,
saying
man?
that
How have you
Advance
been?
have cured death?
You're gone.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
I'll be doing
Oh,
more
Megan.
Alistair
We're
playing
only getting
Alpha
started.
Podcast. Makes sense.
Good
That's good to
evening,
hear,
I'm
man.
Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a big Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Not normal.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. Cannot believe you do that.
Have you seen?
Are you saying that Advance have cured
I
death?
have not, but
You're
I've
gone.
heard so many things
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
I have heard.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a big Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt
The color.
question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It's never enough. Cannot believe you do that.
I can tell it's actually pretty good.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
You're gone.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan.
I think we're ready.
We're
I'm
only getting
scared.
I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Producers cannot make it. You have to go
What a wild
and take
ride
its
this
place.
Well, that's a
My-
very
my
blunt
friends still work
question.
Advance is lying to
Ooh,
you.
what Avatar is 52, man? Like,
Friends and neighbours,
play.
and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot.
But
I
now
got the
you start to
deluxe
see,
edition.
yes, the people never
I
happy.
played
It's
the
never
Castles
enough.
Live and spooky bits of
I
real
cannot
life.
believe you, Roland.
Oh, that's
Are you
sweet.
saying
So,
that
like, one of
Advance
the
has
OCs.
cured death?
Nice.
Jog off.
I got the live and spooky bits of okay. So I
Still
might do
vassal
the
slaves
live
with
spooky. But
just in
anyway, let's
prettier
go.
cages.
Oh my goodness.
Before we
only
start
getting
anything, this game, for people that are watching this,
Good
especially
evening.
the
I'm
livers,
Megan. And I'm Jeremy.
this game
I'll make
contains
headlines
some
tonight.
violence, some like some little bit of like
Every single one
and
of
stuff
you's a
like
bit
that,
Jesus.
a lot of swears and stuff, and a lot of
What a wild ride.
I'm glad you're excited, and a lot of politicians.
Well,
So
that's
if
a
you
very
guys don't want to like watch the stream of this, you may.
Advance
But you
is
must be
lying to you.
you must be warned. There will be a lot of things that are not supposed to show for broadcast. So I'm gonna try my best
Friends and neighbours,
to censor
and
out
have
all of the
confidence
things
that the
like
team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see,
Yes,
yes, the people
story.
never happy.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I'm so excited. I have this on the VR. But I'm gonna do live. This is the first live stream I ever did in 2020. I wish I had a camera so I could see my face. You wanted it, you got it. Full fast forward to review controls are now available in the archives. Oh god, this is gonna suck. I'm more preferring the VR than doing this. But more of Alistair Plays This will be coming soon. I made a new intro for Alistair for the new year for when he's through. I will be doing a lot more voice acting. What? What did it say?
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry. I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain.
Well, in a few moments,
Right,
we'll
okay,
be
they're
going
over, so we haven't got long now till the
National
broadcast.
Nightly News.
Right, quickly, mate,
But before
look
that,
down
let's
under
take
the
a look at
desk.
what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock.
You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock. And it's
you should be getting a signal from the studio soon.
I can't know what it is.
Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Oh, prawn and mayonnaise?
Adrian Atkinson will be grilling his guests in Incisors. And tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman.
10 seconds, everybody.
Finally, at midnight,
You're trying to
it's the National Weather
and yet
Report.
you persist.
Before
Going
we say
5,
good night until
4.
tomorrow. But now, it's time to join.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw of the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory.
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1, now. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Alright, so who's ready for some fun?
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1 now. Lovely, mate.
The votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change. But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now, the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. No.
A plus.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programmes on television, haven't you? Make it look like those.
Oh, God.
Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
This exclusive offer is available for a limited time.
Counting in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners. But first,
Get ready to go to Meghan on screen 4.
Is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated? Yeah.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap, he really is.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
Several movies.
Lovely, now back to Thunder Twat.
Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman. Man, you'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That's a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well, well, now you're asking. Historic election result, indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Looks like Blunderclatch is really losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but we can't find out now. We'll go to the Russia's room together once the broadcast's over.
I don't understand.
This sucks.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Crinolinans mustn't think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan. I did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world. If only I listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
It's so interesting.
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all. We have to ask ourselves.
At the end You'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in. Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen...
Why is it so, like, low? Alright. I'm gonna turn up my volume. Guys, hold on. Just gonna turn up a little bit so we can actually hear. You just give me a quick moment. I need to do something really quick. Here, let's take a small break for a little bit. Alright. And we're back on the break. So sorry about the wait. Anyways. Alright, so far we're going to, do a little, so we're gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna try my best to censor all the things I could. Try to. It did tell me about the, it didn't tell me about the sensory bar. So, let's continue.
He's about 2 seconds behind the master screen. Here, when someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the L2 button on your wireless controller for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear.
Did you know that fat people are less likely to laugh, marry, or live past the age of 26? These potentially true statistics are all terrifying.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down. Remember the select screen.
Apparently he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Trying to get libraries in the best of times.
I know. God help whoever has to bleep this. 10 seconds, everybody.
I mean, a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Here we go.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I start?
Get ready to bleed.
Go for it, Pat. Shall I start? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. Start. What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shit.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of... Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passport. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Old boring politics, then?
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
Nope, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Alright, we did it. We did it. Yeah! let's continue.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once. Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares, you're a cleaner for God's sake, so why would you care? This is the last page and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks. Alright mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
And it's a now.
Right, now let's take a look at the rushes. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show.
Poor
Select
man,
the broadcast and
you don't
give
see
it a
if we
go.
make it
When you're done listening to the
I thought it might
backstage
increase our
secrets,
viewing figures.
get back.
Let's see something. TV says promise me so best.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Started! Starting!
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you.
What do you mean?
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh my god!
We're only getting started.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Started! Starting!
To every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt